NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Oilers and the Aviators coming up next.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 43.
They run it again with Chubb. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Here's Levis. Drops it off for Chubb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 27-yard line.
A toss play to Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Levis back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Aviators will strike first here this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Stroud now to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. On fourth down, Oz Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Levis looking to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 34 yards. And the Aviators have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Oilers have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And Chubbell trying to middle here. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear
kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And Levis going back to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Levis sets up to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Aviators have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, nice move. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Levis from the gun. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Aviators continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston set to take over. And, you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Stroud. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, Levis. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Aviators are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw into the hands of Pitts here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45.
Harris running straight ahead. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. second down. Here's Chubb again.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And Levis completes this out wide.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And again, it's Chubb. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and 9.
22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Levis to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Aviators have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Oilers 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Here's one deep for Pickens. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Oilers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we come up. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. It's brought in by Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And on now is the punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They
call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First and 10. Here's Levis. Another catch there for Waddle.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
A give. This is Chubb. A little juke. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
3rd and 4.
Here's Levis.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here we go. 4th down. Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Now Levis. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Play action now, Levis.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Houston set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's Stroud.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Byron Young
able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he works free. He's still on his feet. Nick Chubb.
Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb, 56 yards.
And the Aviators will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston's offense taking over again.
And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Oilers.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Taking it right down Broadway. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts.
45 yards.
And the Oilers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Levis, quick completion out wide.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
Levis looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run for Nick Chubb. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And now out comes Houston.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Oilers.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Setting up the screen, Harris.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Carlson down to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Houston's offense taking over again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. This one left side caught by Collins.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 49
Stroud to throw it.
And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Oilers.
Stroud looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.